Today I'm just going to make this booty. Some people might even use this word socks for this, and I'll just show you how to do this. Okay. For this we're just going to need 8 mm needle. It's a straight needle I'm just going to use instead of round or circular needle. So this one is much better. We need 2 color balls, wool balls for this, and so darker one will just go to this sole of it, and the lighter one, this lighter one will be on top of this. We need 85 for stitches for this one. Let's start with this. Sixteen, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 50, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 85 for this. Let's count it. Recount form, we just count it again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42. Now we have 85 stitches here, so let's knit it. Darker sole is much more comfortable. You know that sometimes you really don't have to throwing it in the wash machine after 1 hour using it. Do you see me? I'm just taking one from behind this. When it's a first row, it's not easy to take it from the front. That's the reason I just all the time front row, I just pick it from this back side like this. We're almost at the end of this first row. This is garter stitch, and we knit it for this row, and like this we just knit 10 rows like this. You must be aware of the garter stitch, right? This remains at the bottom. It's the sole of this booty. We have to knit it 10 rows, and then it will be sufficient for a fit size 36, 35 and 37. And we're at the end of this row. You just knit it 10 rows just like this. You know that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now after 10 row, what you really do this is knit 41 stitches. You know that we have 85 stitches here. Now I have 41 here, 41 plus 3 here in this side. What we are just going to do with these 3 stitches is that I'm going to add this new color of wool. What we really do this is knit it. We turn back and pull 3 stitches plus 1 more stitches from here, 2 stitches from this side, and let's tie this. We're going to do this one is 1, 2, so knit it this time 3, 4, 5 plus and this 2. As you really can see this one is just keep increasing. Now knit this. Every time at the end of this row you dark color of wool, like this one, this, as you really can see this, we are just growing, you know, that from the center part of it. So what you really do this, okay, we should keep continue doing this. And always we need 2 from this side. You know that this whole series, which we really can see, this is something that we really cannot avoid, even if we really want to. Always continue knitting just like this. Now we have almost at the end of our this top knitting. You know that if we really have 5 rows here, 5 stitches here and 5 stitches here, it's almost time to end our this top knitting, you know that, top of the feet, you know that. So this is our last row of knitting top. And when it is last row, what I'm really just going to be at the end of this one, I'm going to change the color, because from now on we're going to knit only border. This is this last one. We can knit it here, but I'm just going to knit it on next row only. From this point onward, what I'm really going to do this is change the color of my yarn from here also. Change the color of my yarn. I'm just going to knit it with using this. At this point we really need this last one, 2 stitches at side, and when there is 2, just knit it. Knit it, simple. Now we just end it. From here onwards we need 10 rows of border, just like this, 10 rows. At this very point you have 48 stitches here on your this is just going to border. In normal condition 40 stitches would have been enough for your feet. There is 48 stitches here, so we just continue knitting it until we just get this 10 rows of it, you know. In normal condition, you know that 40 on my borders, socks or booty border would have been too big size, but in this case 48 is not big enough. You will understand why it is not big enough. Or it won't be loose when you really just slip it in your feet. All you really have to just continue knitting just like this. Now we have 9 rows here. All we need is a 10 row all together, you know that. So we are at this point. So what we are just going to do, to get the 10 row, we are just going to knit it and end it, so that we will get our last desired row to make it 10. At this moment we have 48 stitches on this needle. Normally 40 would have been sufficient for my size of leg, at least. You know that my size, when I really say my size, normally my size fit to 35, 36 and 37. My size is exactly 36. So it normally, because it's a booty, so it really fits 3 sizes. 1 below my size, 1 above my size. It is this one which is just going to, will not make this border no loose. You know that this is a bit tighter than starting our casting off, because we are ending it and it's just going to rest on our border, so it is not going to be loose. And normally in my size of booties or socks, I need only 40 stitches, not 48. 48, it's too big for my feet. Normally what I really do is I always pull this and my wool ball goes from here and this, and now look, all we really have to do is to join it. Now see this, you know that we have 10 here, 2 4 6 8 10, 2 4 6 8 10. You know that when you really casted it, we just got extra desired, you know, that roof for our socks. So at the sole it is, and this is the border of it. As you really can see this, you know that our socks booties, you just call this, is ready. Now it's time to join it. I'm going to use this crochet, you know that maybe you can pick up the smaller, you can pick up the smaller version of it also, but I'm really doing this. It's slightly not comfortable in the beginning, but just not in the beginning. What I really do this is, it's going to be a bit tighter. So for 3 row, I just do this. One, two, and 3. Now when we really have done 3 row here, 1 2 3, so 1 2 3, skip, starting from 4th row, I just do this. For this one is from here and one is from here, and so I just join it. I prefer this. I prefer this crochet joining, you know that it is much it's much finer compared to this needle one. See this? You can also see this key. I'm not this good when it really comes to crochet join. Crochet is not my strength, but I just still do it. If you really just get confused, you know that which one to pick, now you pull this and you will know that which one to just pick it up next year. I do this normally, you know, that if in case of confusion, always pull this and you will find out. You just have to pick it, the lower one. You pick this, you pick this here, and sometimes it's not that easy as we really think it going to be. However, on the row, on this sole of it, I'm just going to use my needle. So let me do this, that if I really just do this, it's going to be easier for me here. Now you see this here, it's a better joining from this side, but however I'm just going to stick with this needle joining or sewing. What I normally do this is I also hide this wool on my hand when I'm really knitting it. I just pick it from down here and I just pick it from above it. So this is just going to this is the thing that which we really just when we cast it, our cast it just formed this row, so we're just picking up the same row. As you can see, this it's almost finished. Look, this is how this really looks like from this sole of the shower. Let's finish the other one also. Sometimes when you really just hide our wool, it's good thing we just try to as much as possible to hide it like this, hoping this will just cover this holes, that we can see it, which we really could not avoid in the beginning. So let's hope this is just going to our booties is ready.